Hi there, today is November 27th and it's late and I'm not feeling very well and I really don't want to make a video and that's why I'm going to. Because I find that when we don't feel like talking shit out is when we really need to talk shit out. And I've been talking a lot about how important it is to not skip steps, and by that what I mean is it's not good, it's not healthy to stay stuck in certain emotions, and it's also not good to skip them. And I've been really sitting with that a lot this week and really seeing the importance of allowing ourselves to feel it all. And the first step is facing the things that we don't want to face. And I say fears, which, obviously we're facing our fears, the things, but to me, fear is like the things that we're trying to push away, like the things that we're trying to prevent, the things that we don't want to happen, and the things that we think we want to happen in order to make us happy. Those are the fears that I'm talking about facing. And what I've been learning in real time this week is how important it is to really ask questions and find out the truth. What I'm saying about facing our fears, what that actually is facing the truth. And I've said many times before that the truth will set you free, and that is true. But the other truth about truth is that the truth fucking hurts. And I feel like we know it's going to hurt, so we don't ask questions because it's so much easier. It's so much easier to stay in bad relationships with shitty people than it is to ask the questions and then be free. Because the truth is, we're not free right away. I find that there are a lot of people that talk about shit like this, and it's like this very cut and dry process. Get rid of the people that don't serve you. It's fucking way easier said than done. And an analogy that I came up with today is it's like getting stuck in the snow in Saskatchewan. We have a lot of fucking snow here, and anybody who's driven here has been stuck in a snowbank at one point or another. And you don't just catapult your way out of that snowbank. You rock back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and eventually there's a point where you do make yourself out. You do get free and you catapult out of that snowbank. But it's a process, and that's how I feel it is when we're facing the truth, when we're freeing ourselves from situations or people in our lives. It's not just cut and dry, oh yay, I'm free, this is fucking great. It's like, this fucking hurts. Because a lot of times we see the truth about other people and it hurts that they were dishonest with us, or that they didn't treat us well, or whatever it may be. And then there are always going to be things that we miss about those people. Always, because we were with them. So of course we liked certain things. And I'm talking about romantic relationships, friendships, jobs. There are so many different situations in our lives that at some point it's healthier to leave them. And I'm sitting here just in this space where I feel like I'm just fucking raw dog in life. That's one of my friends told me that, and I love that. Because this week there are 3 people that are no longer, well, four people that were important to me that are no longer a part of my life. And it's kind of like, holy shit, is there going to be anybody left? And the beautiful thing is that I do have some really great wonderful friends, but it's just hard to know the truth. And I'm actually really, really proud of myself because I've never been good at wanting to know the truth, or I've never been good at asking the questions and finding the truth out. I haven't been. And the reason for that is because it's all about self-worth. And if you don't believe that you deserve to have better, you will keep the breadcrumbers and the shitty people in your life because you don't think you deserve better, or you don't think that there's better out there. But as we're continuing to do this work where we're freeing ourselves from a lot of fuckery, we're dissolving these old belief systems, we're dissolving these old habit patterns. As we dissolve them, we're healing these wounds, and we're filling our minds with peace, and we're filling our hearts with joy, which means we want better things in our lives. So then there's a point where we start to get brave enough to ask the questions. And, the interesting thing is when you're in relationships or situations with people or, jobs or whatever it may be, and it's not a good fit for you, like you intuitively know. We know these things. Our guts tell us all the time. We have gut feelings, but we ignore it because it's easier to ignore it because doing something about it is scary. And because doing something about it is scary, and also it can be lonely. And that's where I am this week. It's like, I talked the other day about how I found out that the person that was, my best friend at the time was sleeping with the person that I thought was somebody that would be in my life again. So there's two fucking shitty people that I get to kick the fuck out of my life. It's not easy to, like, for me, it's not easy to process the fact that this woman lied to my face and was sleeping with this person. It's very, it really, really hurts to feel that. The fact that he's just such a douchey person that I continued to give my time to, that I trusted, that I kept believing was good all these years, that bothers me. And now there's another friend that just really just showed me some very off true colors. Like when I'm speaking about the thing that I love the most about my life right now is how humble and grateful I am. And because of how humble and grateful I am, and the way my life has been going, my kids are very humble and grateful. They're wonderful because we've been struggling financially, because I've had a hard time financially. We appreciate life. And I am so grateful for every challenge I have ever faced, because it is so important to me to have this foundation of humility and gratitude. And, this friend that I thought was like my best friend literally just shit on that yesterday, telling me that I was stuck in lack and scarcity and I was never going to succeed, and that I need to be dreaming about millions of dollars and setting goals for millions of dollars and get out of this scarcity lack mentality, and that my kids need to learn how to be abundant and not stuck in lack. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, are you seriously saying this right now? That's not somebody I want in my life, because I don't want somebody that sees the things that I'm the most proud of to be character flaws. So, anyway, I kind of rambled on, but I'm just wanting to share those parts of me today.